I'm telling you, when a business starts realizing no matter what they do, they're going to be generating money all day long, 24 hours a day, and a coffee shop doesn't even have to make a cup of coffee. They could make a video of it, and then 24 hours of revenue based on a video of, look at our cup of coffee that we made.
I just told him, I said, dude, whatever ideas you want, you just keep sharing them and you just use me and you guys are going to make a lot of money, man. We're going to have a lot of fun. He's like, oh, yeah. Because then I'm going to share with my wife what he just, because my wife is all about trying to make as much money as well.
Right.
You know that. And that's the beauty of her. Because she knows that that money is going to take care of her family.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's what's so huge about this, especially with foreign countries right now. You know, in the smaller stage, the value of this is still big in many countries already. And that's the beauty of this, is people are starting to see that. What I saw that he was on, because I was actually doing a video with Brenda, you know, talking about it, and I went to while she was kind of talking and stuff, I went to your news feed just to see if anybody was on there, and I saw that he was on there talking, but I didn't hear anything. So what's he talking about? Businesses, trying to get businesses into it?
Yeah. He first brings up, hey, Teacher Tim, 1 month, here's our new hospital wellness center with his wife, the doctor.
Okay.
And he's waking up early to get this going for the Vietnamese to come in and start it up. What does that click? What is that? How does that click right there with the testing? We can get past the Vietnamese government to open up and say, hey, let these in. Let some of these businesses. He just talked about foreigners coming in to be a. There's your opening, Michael Bowens.
Yep.
Especially with that guy, Super Dad Andy and his wife, they know who we are.
Yep. And what's cool is what they can do is he can go to that particular hospital, since it's just opening, and say, hey, all of your clients need to follow you on Webtalk. They want to book something, book it on Webtalk. They want to talk to a doctor, talk to them on Webtalk. When we get the app and there's like a Zoom or something, they could actually do live video with their doctor privately in a private group, so that, you know, it's not a public thing, but it's still going to generate that activity. You know, and with a new business opening up, any new business, there's probably restaurants, there's probably different things that are connected to the hospital. All of them sign up right underneath the hospital, and now look what you've got. You've got a whole entity of people and businesses growing already in this platform. And everybody in Vietnam follows it. All the people that are part of his in Webtalk right now, they start following it and interacting with it, just because they know that it's a hospital and it's connected to IEG. So start interacting with their posts. They could post, you know, what's going on at the hospital, different updates, things like that, and people could interact with that all the time. The possibilities are endless, absolutely endless. And when everybody figures this out, I guess it's going to take us showing them, but when everybody figures it out and we start showcasing all these things like we've done this before. We have businesses that are in Webtalk that are connected to us. Are they doing a lot of stuff in it right now? Yeah, they're posting. Every once in a while, they're doing stuff. They don't have to do much. This isn't the time for that. This is the time for building, creating that base. We've already talked about it. You can't go to people and say you're going to make tons of money, because you're not right now. Like, let's get that through our heads. But if we keep building and keep creating a stronger and stronger group of people that are connected and working together in Webtalk, the revenue is going to increase. That's just a given fact, as it's always going to increase from now until whenever it is going to increase. The value is going to grow. So yeah, in a app comes out, Vietnam's going to go nuts, and everybody else, you should be watching what they see. The thing is like, people really don't even know what Vietnam has been doing. They don't know. They don't know what's going on with Vietnam. Vietnam is going nuts right now, and nobody really knows about it. But when the app comes out and we start showcasing it again, what's going on, people are going to realize, wow, this is really blowing up. And when they see that, man, you got to start talking to other countries. Other countries have got to get going on this, because other countries are going to benefit from Webtalk much quicker, I think, than America, as far as like the revenue. Now, I believe that everybody's going to benefit from it, but I think that in the aspect of things, other countries are going to benefit from this much faster than the States right now. So when you start looking at, what about your country? Well, look at Pakistan. Pakistan is blowing up. People are in Webtalk. They're telling everybody. They're giving the right information. Kurdistan, same thing. People are handing out the information. They're understanding it. Vietnam, I mean, come on, guys. When you look at this and you look at the power behind this, platform, and what overseas is doing, they're going to be ahead of the States in this platform, hopefully for a very long time. And then when the States finally figures it out, all those countries are going to benefit. All those countries are going to see higher revenue. All those countries are going to see more people getting involved. And those countries that are going to get involved are going to be underneath the countries that have already started. See, that's what's beautiful about this, is whoever is in Webtalk now, the potential only goes up for these people for a long time. And when we get the app and more people start showing up into the platform, you watch how many people start upgrading and start realizing what the value of this is going to be for them. It's very interesting, because we were doing a thing with Brenda, and I kind of went back and I clicked on a different month, kind of to show, 5 levels, because right now the numbers are pretty low as far as value, which is absolutely fine. That's what we want. But when you look at these other months and you go, okay, where can this go? It's just mind-boggling. And what's going to be beautiful is not always the monetary part of it, but just the connection worldwide that this is creating for us. This is unbelievable. And any business that wants to have TVs and not pay a lot to have service within their business, and then tell people, if you want that service, all you got to do, if you want some streaming TV on your phone or at your house or on your TV or internet or whatever, you have this option, and they can start and a business can generate revenue just on people watching TV. Oh, no one understands what's coming. As this app comes out, more and more businesses are going to jump on very quickly, because they already know about it. Why? Because I've been talking to them. Are they on here? No, because I have told them not to be. Why would I tell someone 3 or 4 years ago to get involved in Webtalk as a business? That doesn't make sense, because it's not profitable right now for a business. But what am I doing? Creating my base. Just because they're not in Webtalk this second doesn't mean I'm not creating my base. See, it's funny because everybody goes, oh, well, all these people have, 20,000, 10,000 people in their 5 levels. Great. What am I starting to hear? The complaints of, oh, well, people get into it and nothing's happening, so they're getting out of it, so it's just a waste of time. No, it's not. If you've explained it correctly, like we've started to see, people, even though they're not using it, are still watching and making sure that they're part of it from a distance. And now we're starting to see people coming back in and get back involved because they've been listening and they know that the app's coming out and they know that there's the potential because they were explained. When they started, someone explained it to them. So they know the value of it. They haven't left and they're gone. They're just not using it because it's not valuable to them. And that's fine. I'm not using it because I'm going to change my lifetime career choices based on, making $50 a month. That's not what I'm doing right now. But what am I doing? I'm creating a base. And I've talked to people 5 years ago when, 4 years ago or whenever we started doing all this and said, look, here's what's coming. We'll keep in touch. And when that app comes out, then we'll start doing some serious business. And those people, they know exactly what's going on in Webtalk, even though they're not in it. Why? Because I keep them updated. I'm telling you, when a business starts realizing no matter what they do, they're going to be generating money all day long, 24 hours a day, and a coffee shop doesn't even have to make a cup of coffee. They could make a video of it and then 24 hours of revenue based on a video of look at our cup of coffee that we made. Look at our beautiful pastries that we made today. And 24 hours later, they've made money all 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours because someone enjoyed their pastry picture. And those people from 70 countries haven't even walked into that shop. People will be getting supported from around the world, and people will not even walk in their doors. And that's pandemic or no pandemic.
Yes.
And then when, 50 IEG travel members walk in and every single one of them posts something about that particular place, then watch what happens. Then see what kind of revenue happens when 100 people, 50 people all, comment on the restaurant or make a post and tag that restaurant, and everybody goes to that restaurant and starts checking it out and starts following them. Then watch out. The more I talk about this and explain it to people and like we're doing like, okay, people that are new, we're explaining it to them. The more you do that, the more powerful it becomes. See, everybody goes, oh, well, I need a funnel so I can get thousands of people. Well, if thousands of people don't know what this is about, they're not going to do anything because they think it's about themselves, and it's not. The more you talk about this, the more just thoughts come into your head of what you can do for the world. Look at our interview with Quaylon. He put his face in his hands and said, I can't even imagine how many people I get to help here with this platform. Why? Because people have explained it to him how powerful it really is. I'm at that point now where if you haven't been saving money, that's your fault. We've talked about this for enough years. Every single person should be sitting on $200 or $100, whatever you want, just sitting on it. That's fine. I don't care that people haven't upgraded. What I do care is that people need to be listening and saying, I've saved money. Oh, it's Christmas time. Okay, well, then you had a whole year, 2 years to do this. So it's not Christmas time. It's not a lack of money. It's a lack of preparation. We've been telling people exactly what this is going to do. Have we told people that you have to pay money? Not in the least. But if you haven't been saving money and putting money aside and pulling from here, from there, every once in a while, a little bit here and there, after listening to us for years talking about this, then you haven't done it right. And I've never said this, that people need to get on it and get going. But when that app comes out, your time's going to go very quickly. Because there's people just waiting right now for an app to come out. And when it does, they're going to go nuts. And for everybody that listens to us all the time, everybody that comes in and talks to us, everybody that has joined whenever, we have never said you have to pay money to be involved in this. Never. And we never will. But if you have been listening and haven't gotten it in your head that this is one of the most powerful things that you could do, then I guess we haven't explained it well enough. And maybe you should go talk to MD or Rohaib or Ravaz or Erdi or Arsh or John or Nalutza or what other names are really taking this to heart and saying, this is what we need to do. I really, really think that it's very cool to see someone like MD with 1,000 some people probably by now on his first level, because that just proves a point. You don't have to have any money to be successful in this. Why do I say you should? Because the power of, I have 1,000 on my first level. What have I said? I feel like if you get one, you got 1,000. So 1,000 times 1,000 at some point. And if you look at his referral list, he's proven the point. I don't think he's at 5 levels yet. I don't think he has people on, maybe a couple people on 5 levels. But what he's done is he has top heavied this thing, and it's gonna get big. Because all those people, he has explained it so well that if those people don't get it, that's their fault. Just like what I'm saying right now. If you don't get it, if you don't understand that what 200 can do, then please talk to someone who can explain it to you better than us. I am never going to tell people that they have to spend money to upgrade. That is not what I do. We give facts, we give information, but if you look at this and you see where this is about to go, people are making videos right now of explaining how incredible this is. And they're starting to put it into TikTok. They're starting to put it into Instagram. They're starting to put it into places where people are going to see this. If you haven't found someone to create a fan page for, I don't know what you're doing. If you haven't found someone to start interacting just a teeny tiny bit in another social platform that has a lot of followers or is trying to do good in the world, find those people. Find the people that say, send me money in Venmo or Cash App, and then tell me who I'm going to help today. And they go make videos of handing money to people to make their day brighter. When they realize that they don't ever have to say, send me your cash, and just say, send me your viewership. And everybody realizes this, that the more you view, the more revenue comes in, the more people you can help. You haven't figured it out yet. And if you need an explanation on how that works, go look at TikTok. Right now, to me, TikTok is one of the more powerful social platforms right now, because people are in there showcasing their creativity, showcasing a lot of positivity. Of course, there's negative, but the negative is being shut down. People are stomping that out, which is beautiful. But then there's the people that are trying to do things. Like there's a person, she's basically calling her the TikTok Robin Hood, and all she's doing is asking people for money, and she's going to help people. But see, she has to ask people for money. Webtalk, you don't have to. I haven't asked people to view my stuff ever. Have I ever gone, oh, everybody follow me on this. Make sure that you comment on my post. No, never. Look at my profile and see, or my well, you can't, but if you looked at my back office, you would see that plenty of people are doing a lot of stuff. I don't know who they are. I don't need to ask people to do things, because we've explained it so well. They're just doing it. Everybody that's on here trying to get people to comment on my post. Why? What is your problem? Have you not figured it out that 5 levels or 1 level means no one has to comment on your little post to be successful? It's natural. Create great content. Quit making content that doesn't make sense. Videos in the dark. Posts about a meme of today's the day that you're going to be successful. No, it isn't. Today's the day that you're going to learn how to make a live. Today's the day that you're going to go talk to a couple people and explain to them what the possibilities for this is for anyone in your town, in your country, in your world. Andy coming in saying, hey, we got a hospital that we're going to try to focus into Webtalk. Great. There's your first hospital. If we can develop a telecommunication between doctor and patient, people don't even have to go to the hospital, and they'll generate revenue for it. All you business owners, oh, I need business. This shutdown, quarantine is ruining my life. Nobody traveling. Yeah, it is. You're exactly right. It sucks. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep complaining? Businesses, what if you could have a nurse on duty that could administer COVID tests and let people into your business? They can find out on the spot how they're doing. Does it cost something? Yeah. Does it cost less than what you're losing? Probably. See, people aren't thinking right now. You're all waiting for an app. And you know what? You can wait for the app. You can wait. I bet you could wait for 5 more years and still be super, super successful. I really do. But why wait? See, that's the worker mentality in everybody. Well, I've got a job, so I'm just going to keep going to it. Do you think I like my job? I love my job. Do you think I want to keep doing it and be stuck in it for the rest of my life? No. Am I going to, we say this numerous times, even if Webtalk fails as paying out, but is still a site, is still a place for people to meet. We have connected so many people and so many businesses and so many entities that we can figure out ways to make this thing work. We've gotten so big. It's massive. And to hear that Andy has 5 levels full of 5,000 people, that means he's probably got 10, 15 levels below him already, which means that we are at 20 some levels. And it doesn't matter if it's 5 levels. If all those people are interacting with each other, it's generating revenue everywhere, all the time. So instead of worrying about, oh, come comment on my post, let it happen as it goes. Start creating fan pages for specific groups. We know there's, hey, the City of Love, those people love being on all the time. It's beautiful. I think it's incredible. It's their thing. It's what they like to do. There will be plenty of people that would like to join that and interact with that. And even if they don't have your link, they're still interacting, they're still being a part of it, and they're generating revenue, and now it's a successful thing. I don't know. I'm just fired up because I was doing a video and, kind of talking about it. And, it's funny because it seems kind of dry. It kind of seems like just like, well, this is what it's about, blah, 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 blah. But when you start thinking about it, you just go, man, when the general masses of the world see this, I'm not saying run away from all the social media, but I'm saying that it's going to slow down a lot on other social platforms. Maybe not quite this year, but maybe. Because you know what I'm doing? I'm sending messages and following people in other social media. I don't need to post anything. I just send a message, get my name out there, follow them. And when it's time, I'll start showing them my dashboard. I won't even have to explain it. How much money did you make on your post asking people for money? This is how much money was made on a post and nobody was asked to give me money. But guess what they did? They interacted, and now look at all this money that's made. And I'm not saying all this money in that like it's billions. I'm saying all this money as in $50, $10. That's $50 that you didn't have to ask someone to pull out of their pocket that you can use for good if that's what you want to do. It's just too powerful. It's just too crazy right now. If people really looked at what's going on in Webtalk right now, they would be blown away. If they really looked, if they saw what is being built and just started replicating that with whatever they are interested in, RJ said, I'm going to start working on getting people into Webtalk. And what did we say? Don't worry. We'll get it. Because if we have 5,000 people in Andy's 5 levels, if we have 5,000 people or 1,000 people or more in MDs, if we have 1,000 people in someone else's, and we start telling all those people, now's the time. This is the next level. The next level is to go out and get people to get involved because they're going to see it. They're going to see as soon as they start that there's money being made. Is it a lot right now? Nope, but it's more than what they've been making. The growth, it's coming. It is coming. I am so positive of that. That it's gonna get big, and it's gonna get big really fast. I just believe that. I do. And what I think is funny is when I see comments like, "Oh, well, we've been told that the app is coming soon for months," probably from someone who hasn't paid for an upgrade. What are you doing? You want to sit around and bitch and moan to the CEO who is creating something massive for you to be part of for a minuscule free, and you're going to complain that the app hasn't shown up yet because you haven't put in a little bit of investment and a little bit of time? When was the last time that we got on here and complained about the app? Or, oh, it's taking more time than we thought. Oh, this is so whatever. I've never complained about it. Do I wish it would come out? Of course I do. Do I care? Not really. Because I'm still going to keep working. I'm still working on talking to people. I talk to people all the time. Some will be part of it, some won't. And you know what's going to be funny is some people are going to get involved and they're not going to use my link, and I explained everything to them. Am I going to be mad about that? Nope. Because the second they join, that means more revenue. The second they join means more advertising. The second they join means more ad reward pools. Oh, you need to follow me instead of someone else on Webtalk. Why? Why would you try to get someone else to join, to close an account and join you? I don't even understand that. That doesn't even make sense to me. People are telling us and showing us that people are making comments, are trying to get people to stop an account and then join under someone else. Why? Because you're too weak to go get your own people? If they're interacting with you, they're generating revenue for you. So why would you try to be, let the karma hit you? Because that's what's going to happen. Why? Why are people doing that? I don't know. Why are people trying to, milk the system for 10 grand? Why? Don't you understand where this is going? Don't you understand if you keep messing around that you're not going to be part of it? See, that's what's going to suck for some people. Some of you need to hear this, that people are telling you to do something wrong and giving you false information because they're trying to buck the system. And if you don't know that that's a problem, then it's going to suck for you, because you might get involved in something that you don't even realize is wrong, and then it's messed up, and then you get kicked out and don't get to be part of this, which is really sad that someone who would recruit people would even try to make others do that. I don't get it. I don't get why people can't just read what RJ says and then just go, you know what, I'm going to do it this way. Do we have to come on videos and say, hey guys, we told you to do this and it's wrong and we need to stop it? Yes. That's a process. Everyone makes mistakes. I've made plenty in Webtalk. And I probably will make some more. But I make it very clear, and this is why we do videos. I make it very clear that I'm trying to do exactly what I'm supposed to do, and sometimes due to interpretation or miscommunication, it's messed up, and then you try to fix it. I don't want to get kicked off of this. I don't want my opportunity ruined because I made a mistake. But mistakes happen. But as long as you aren't continuing it, when someone tells you, why are you trying to spam things in a post by RJ? Does RJ want to be spammed? Does RJ need to join a Forex? Does RJ need to join your next live? No. Stop spamming people's talk mail. It makes no sense. I would love to see the percentages of people that have made money just by spamming in talk mail. How many people have been like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this crypto company just because some random person showed up and said it and I don't even know who they are? I just don't believe that anybody's just jumping on these random opportunities. I don't think they are. Establish who you are. You know who I am. You know who Tim is. You know who Erdy is. You know who Scott Gerard is. You know who all these different people, Grant. You know who Chris. All these. I'm just throwing out names right now, but you guys know who these people are. They're developing themselves. They're building themselves. They're building their brand. They're building their base. They're building what is going to be futuristic in this. This is this is exciting. It's at a point where where it's super exciting to think like, okay, when we get what we've been all waiting for, what everybody's been waiting for and putting together, then what are you going to do? Are you going to start doing something then, or are you going to have another excuse? Oh, the app doesn't do this. So maybe upgrade, maybe be part of the million people that get 5 levels and support the whole entire system. If you think that a $200 investment isn't worth what the ultimate ROI on this is going to be, then you aren't thinking. And those of you who have upgraded, if you haven't at least broken even, then you need to do things a little bit differently. Now I'm saying, like, someone who has upgraded in the last week, probably not. But if you upgraded 2 years ago, you shouldn't be complaining. You should have enough return that you're not losing any money. $200 is very simple to get to and break even. And the rest is just a benefit. The rest is just exciting passive income. And if it's $5 a month, or if it's $5,000 a month, it's still better than zero. And if you can generate $20 a month, then that's covered your, your upgrade. If you have 5 levels, you should be, I would think that with that, you should be starting to get to a place where you can see how powerful it really is. And people might say that, well, it's because you have all kinds of people. No, it's because we get on almost every night and explain it to people. Now, what I think is really cool is a lot of people are saying right now, I'm not even worried about my referrals. I'm worried about my affiliates. The affiliate count, the people that have done everything so that they're 100%. And I agree with that completely. Because I know that my kind of affiliate referrals is very small. But what I like is that people who have listened to us are making sure that when people come in, they really do help the people that are coming in and show them that value of getting your profile set up 100%, so that it does become a profitable thing. That's excellent. So that's my little rant for the night, or the morning, or whatever it is for you. Morning for you, yeah. So that's my rant.
Yeah.
I was just all fired up because we were explaining. I was kind of explaining it, and I'm just thinking, man, I don't know why people aren't more hyped up right now. I guess I can understand why people aren't real hyped up, because they say, well, we've heard that the app's going to come at certain times, and it hasn't. But I think can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I just feel like, here's a good, I think it's a great time for it to come out. And I think that to me, it sounds pretty exciting as far as where it's at.
Oh, yes.